Corporate Social Responsibility in India and CSR Amendments 2020 by Tejaswini S., Assistant Professor, Soundarya Institute of Management and Science, Bangalore. India was the first country to make CSR mandatory. Thanks to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, it has notified that the company's expenditure to fight the pandemic is considered to be valid under CSR activities. Now let us see a few CSR amendments of 2020. First of all, what do you mean by CSR? Functioning as a business in the society, it is the responsibility of business itself to show some concern towards the society, right? So corporate social responsibility is a management concept whereby companies integrate social and environmental concerns in their business operations. To start with, the 2020 rules are changing the definition of CSR to now cover any activity undertaken by a company under their obligations to the CSR provisions of the Companies Act 2013. That being said, the CSR will include 1. Any activities which the company does as a part of its business. 2. Any activity undertaken by the company outside India. 3. Contributions made directly or indirectly to a political party. 4. Activities that benefit only company employees. Additionally, the rules enable the government to set up a National Unspent Corporate Social Responsibility Fund for any unspent CSR budgets. This fund will be used to undertake CSR projects as mandated by the Companies Act. Then what do the rules mean for non-profit organizations? While a majority of the provisions of the rules apply to CSR compliant companies, there are a few key implications for non-profits. Number 1. There is no clarity whether trusts and societies will be eligible to receive CSR donations. The rules mention only Section 8 companies and entities established by the Parliament or a state legislature as being eligible to receive CSR donations. 2. There are new and specific benchmarks for impact assessment that companies will need to undertake, which will require some alignment between donors and non-profits. 3. There is a CSR 1 form that all Section 8 companies will have to pay for and fill to be eligible to receive CSR funds. This form will also need to be ratified by a company secretary, chartered accountant, or a cost accountant. Then what do the rules mean for CSR compliant companies? For CSR compliant companies, the 2020 rule makes few changes. Number 1. Companies can collaborate with each other for CSR projects, but as long as individual reporting is undertaken. 2. Companies can work with international organizations to monitor CSR projects and for their own capacity building, but will need prior permission from the government to execute CSR projects with such organizations. 3. The CSR committee will need to share with their board an annual action plan for CSR and other details such as impact evaluation and needs assessment. 4. Unspent CSR funds from a company will need to be transferred to an unspent CSR account and will be spent according to the company's action plan. 5. The unspent amount should be transferred to unspent CSR account within 30 days and used within 3 financial years, failing which the amount should be transferred to a fund specified under Schedule 7 of the Companies Act. 6. Companies which spend over Rs 5 crore on CSR will need to conduct impact assessment of their CSR projects. 7. CSR activities will need to be published on the company's website and in their annual report in a format prescribed in these rules. Like these, there are many more amendments due to COVID-19 and changes are yet to be made. What I gave is just a gist of it. Finally, thanks for watching.